This conference will now be recorded.
Script logic. Script logic is used to perform some calculations in BPC. Some calculations means, for example, the requirement is always for the months. So, for example, he is taking, we are getting actuals from source. Once the actual load is done, then for him, the beginning of the month or in the month end close, what they will do, the forecast value is 5% increment of the actual value. This is their requirement. So for all actual values, whatever we got from the source for the particular month, we have to increase 5%, and that value we need to send to the category forecast. So this is the requirement. For this requirement, just we will write a logic to perform that calculation in that logic to work out that. So for that, we will write the script logic. To perform some calculations. This is the first one. And the second one, we will use for to convert the currency conversion. For currency conversion, we have the standard currency conversion script logic. We will use that to convert the currency conversion. Third one, in the consolidation, to perform some calculations through business rules. So this concept we get in consolidation. That means business rules. Business rules, just for idea, I'm giving you this hint. Business rules are a simple calculations that we can do in business rules, that business rules are used for to move the data from for example, to copy the data from closing balance to the opening balance. For that purpose, we will use the business rules. For example, this is the year ending, 2018 year ending. In my account, I have 2000 rupees. This is my closing balance. Closing balance for this 2018 year. This is in 2018, this is December 2018 month. And when I come to here 2019 new year, and the month will change. That is Jan 2019. So whenever the 31st of December is completed and come to the 1st of Jan 2019, the new year, completely the year figure number is changed here. So your balance carry forward should needs to be done here in the year end period. So we have to perform some year end um, year end activities. So at that moment, what we do here, this closing balance should opening balance of my 2019. Whatever the amount I have in this closing balance, move to the opening balance. So this activity needs to be done by the business rules. And also we have some other flows. I mean, opening balance, closing balance, some other activities we will do in the finance. So those activities we can do by the business rules. So that business rules calculations also we will perform through script logic. And all these activities we do by the script logic. Not only this one, if you have any complex requirement, complex calculations needs to be done by the script logic. So this is about script logic, why the script logic is in place. And then the script, how do we write the script logic? So in the script logic, we are having three parts. One is scope, second one is body, third one is to write the data in the database, that is called commit. These three are the parts of the script logic. One by one we will see that. In the scoping, you need to get the clear requirement from the client. What is your scope? On what members you are going to write, that you have to decide basically based on your clear requirement from the client. For example, that as we see that we have seen that whenever we are getting actuals from the source, client requirement is to increase 5% of the actuals should go to the forecast. That is my forecast values for the next month. For example, I am here in 2018 February month. So I'll get my actuals here. These are actual time. This is my time dimension. This is my category dimension, actuals. When I'm getting actuals means for all accounts I will get all my actuals. Account will have my data accounts. So for my all accounts, right, the actual data I'm getting. For example, account BS triple one, we have the account. That account data 200 I got here. Apart from this, all other dimensions also I have. So that I will write you clearly here. First, what is my our dimension record? This is account category. Simply, I will tell you. Don't confuse here, please. Entity, time, audit trail, RPT currency, and finally, these are all mandatory for us in the BPC. So finally, my sign data. For example, BS triple one category is actual. Entity is I am taking AU Australia. Time is 2018.02. Audit trail I am getting from ACC. The reporting currency always should be here LC. Sign data 200. So when I load data from ECC, this is my record. I got into BPC this record. So clearly the client requirement is that 5% of increment, and that should go to the forecast value. Forecast value is always 2018.03, for example, for this month. Okay, we are writing, and my value is BS triple one. Here it will change. Forecast, same entity, audit trail is here ECC, LC, and 5% means 210. Right in it. So this value I want to generate, and this record I want to generate. In the scope, you on what is your requirement, on what dimensions you want to perform this activity, that we can write in the scope. See here, specifically I want to write here on here only one account I have. That's what specifically I want to write on my account. So I need account dimension, account member I want, category, yes, category also I am taking here, actual, and I want to convert to forecast value. Category dimension I want to take. Entity is same for me. It is not required. Time also I want to move to 2018.03. Time dimension I want to take. Audit trail is same. Audit trail is not required. RPT currency. RPT currency is same. It is not required. It will write into the sign data. So wherever you don't want to change the value, sorry, wherever you don't want to change the value and the same value needs to be right in the database as it is, so those dimensions not required to take in scope or in script logic. System knows that we have to write the same member for that particular dimension as Disley. So which member, specifically on which member you want to write and which member we want to change from actual to forecast, time to this 2018.0 to 2018.03. So those kind of dimensions we have to take in the scope. That is one point. Specific requirement, and specifically we will get the requirement and those we will maintain in the scope, mention in the scope. Second one is body. In the body, we will write the, we will mention the logic, how the calculations needs to be done, how the calculations needs to be performed. Logic we will write here. Third one is commit. Commit means it will write into the database. Backend cube, it will write into your backend cube. So these two are important, scope and body. By taking this example, we will see here now. First thing, what we do here, this is again, I'm not writing forecast value. This is simple script logic I will give you, then we will go one by one. Same actual I will write into forecast, and time also not an issue, that we will write this same thing. I'll go to my admin. In the administration, we have rules. Under rules, it is a logic script. Okay. Before this, and one more point, that fourth point, logic script is ASCII language, ASCII language, and always the extension is logic script extension is .lgf, and when you compile this, I mean when you execute this, system will automatically convert into the system language, and another system code will generate in the backend. We cannot able to see that, and another file will create that lgx system file will generate, and that extension is lgx. So when you open and see, you can have this lgf and lgx both files scripts. So I'll come from here. When you click on the logic script, you will get the screen. The logic scripts are model specific. In each model, we have to write the logic script. And our model is sales plan. So here you write a new, write the logic script name here, that just we will keep a name as test underscore cat category. Just I'm going to create. This is the screen you will get here. See, test underscore cat dot lgf. This is the file is going to generate now. The first thing, scope. Basically based on this scope, I want to take the account dimension, I want to take the category dimension, and I want to take the time dimension. We have here, we need to follow some syntax and some sentences here. The standard syntax we need to follow here. Always while writing this, star xdim. Star xdim is for always you can write for the script logic. First will start as star xdim, and after that I'm going to take as member set. That means star xdim underscore member set member set. That means here we will take the member of the particular dimension. Account is equal to bs triple one. Next, star xdim member set category is equal to actual. Star xdim underscore member set is equal to my time is equal to 2018.02. This is my body. Comments always we can write backslash. That means these comments cannot be compiled while running the script logic. Test script. So clearly I know that this is my scope. I mentioned here on the scope on which dimensions I want to write the logic. Now here you need to perform your calculations. That calculate forecast value by increasing 5% of actual. Here star when my account is BS 111 and star when my category is actual and star when my time is 2018.02, then I want to write the logic. Now the calculation I want to write. Always here we have two syntaxes. One is star rec, rec means record, and another one is just here only I'm writing that star expression. I will write down star expression. Rec and expression. These two syntaxes are used to perform the calculations. Star rec means record, always used for multiplications and divisions. Star expression is used for all, that is addition, subtraction, multiplications and divisions. For all we will use star expression. Star rec is used only for multiplication and divisions. So I am taking here that star rec. Record of factor. Here I am taking factor is equal to how much I want to increase. Factor is multiplication, right? We can use in the multiplication the factors. How much I want to increase that 5%. 5% means 0.5, comma, where I want to keep this one in my category is equal to forecast. Here actual also It is small letters. And also where I want to keep this one in the category. And also my time I wanted to keep in uh, this will separate by, we'll see this one. How do we keep time is equal to 2018.03. So this is my calculation I am doing here. So I have taken three whens, when, and immediately I want to close this when. So star and when. And the second one is star and when. Third one is star and when. So when, and when, and when, and when, and I'm going to close this. That means star commit. I want to write that star commit. So this is my code now. I have written the code to perform the calculations and move this one. So whether this code is correct or not, how do I check? You go and see the validate. Member 2018.02 does not exist. Okay. So whether it is exist or not, it is not exist. So I wanted to write here 2017. That means this member is not there in our time dimension. That is saying, just I changed here and go and validate. Just I'm going to save this. We can validate. Oh, sorry. Here also we have member forecast, comma time not exists. So what I will write here, comma, if I'm taking uh, star rec of factor is equal to 0.5, comma, time is equal to 2017.03. So now my script is validated. So I'm going to save this script. Yes, it is fine. I have written the script, but how it will apply and how it will work for our actual data and forecast data. So that is my script logic I can utilize this script logic in two ways. One is in the default logic, and the second one is in the data manager package. When I am going to keep this script logic in the default logic, script logic automatically will trigger after loading the data into BPC. Actual data loading into BPC, immediately the script logic automatically will trigger and will write the actual value into forecast value. That means immediately the action will done here. So when I am keeping this script logic in the default logic, when the user running a data manager package, it will when immediately the loads completed, the actual loads completed, immediately it will start writing the values into forecast values. Immediate action. It won't wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not like that. Immediate action will apply here. This is the first one when running the data manager package. And also when I keep this script logic in the default logic, when user enter the data manually through input schedule and send the data, right? By sending data. So when I click save data, that means saving means we are sending data into backend. Immediately this action will apply. This default logic will run. First one is when you run the data manager package, automatically the default logic will trigger and the action will do. And the second one, when the user is going to save some data through input schedule, default logic will run always. So when you keep this one in the default logic. And the data manager package means specifically this default logic we will mention in the data in the data manager package, so that once you loaded the data, the actual data you loaded, and after that you have to trigger the data manager package. For example, actual data loads, you have one data manager package, convert forecast values. Second data manager package, two data manager packages you have here. First, this data manager package you will run to load actual data. Once actual data is done in your database, you will run the second data manager package to convert the forecast values. That's your wish to run or not. Once this in this data manager package, this script logic we will keep. This script logic name we will keep in this data manager package, so that when you run this data manager package, these actual values will convert into forecast values. But when you keep in the default logic, system does not wait for your turn. System automatically will trigger this script logic and convert, copy all actual values into the forecast values as per your requirement. That is the two major differences here. So this is my script logic. Is coming back here, and I'm creating one default logic here. You don't have here the default logic. Sorry. So this is the default. Here we have the default. The default we don't have here, so that we will keep in our sales plan also. That default created, and in the default that you will include this star include. What is our that one, test underscore. One minute, that I will check. Test underscore cat. This is our one. So when I go and click here, test underscore convert actual to forecast. I included this one and validated, and I'm going to save. So I included my script here in default. This is I have written. So for example, before you have to test this before applying in your system. ఇక్కడ వరకు అయితే అర్థమైంది కదండి.
ఎస్ అండి.
How do we take the body and the scope, body and commit. So before going to apply in your system, just you wanted to test this script is working fine or not. So what we do here in backend, please remember this one. In the backend means it is in BW. I will go here and we have one T code that use a KT. ఈ T code గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, use a KT. And enter, and I get this screen. So it will ask you the environment name. Our environment is here UK, env underscore UK, and it is model because the script logic is model specific. So our model is sales plan, This is fine here, these two. Then you come to here and put that script here. Okay, put that script. It is, if you want, you can keep, or if you don't want, you can remove this. That's your wish. So now this is my script. As this script I copied and pasted here. And this script also validated. Don't, so now again, once again you validate here, validate, so that when you click on validate, all your script will get right side. Okay. And for example, one mistake we will do that, 18 we will take. So in the script logic, when we are going to validate at that moment 2018.02 is not, does not exist, that he has given. So once again you validate, see, member does not exist, the same thing here. That means that member is not there in your time dimension. So this is the difference. If your script logic is validate, everything is perfectly fine, all the script will move to the right side window. If any errors are there, any something errors are there, then it will show you the error here. So I'm going to validate again. Script is fine now. Don't execute, but execute in simulate mode. Execute means it will execute the script logic from the backend. You are executing the script logic actually from the backend. But execute simulate means it will execute, but it don't write anything in your backend BW cube. It don't write anything, just will testing purpose. Simulate mode, execute and simulate. See here, this is executed now, the log. It won't show for you, but account, category, time, I have taken the values here, this is, and 2 records generated, queried out. Basically 4 records, basically based on the time also 4 records generated. Why? Because here 2 for category and 2 for time. So we will modify this script just going forward. This is just for you to understand how do we write the code, and we will what we will do, optimize this code next, in next tomorrow. We will simplify this code. We will optimize this code. So this is how the script will generate. For example, from the backend, I'm running now from the backend to show up you. So before running the code, what I'm going to do here, slash ORSA1 minute and yes. Sorry. So now my business planning, my environment, my model. So just going to display the data. Why the scope we are taking here? that means select all gas, remove this 200, execute. This is my data in the backend. So specifically BS 111 we have taken. I'm filtering out by that. 2017-02 I'm taking, filtering out that, and all actual values I'm taking, filtering out that. So here this one, and my this one. Based on these three, I have written the code, actual values. And also I did not take any audit trail here. Audit trail is input underscore FF I have. So now when I triggered this, 5% of 49 will calculate and will give you the plan value and the same everything. CN and AU I will give, two records will generate queried out for the month of 2017-03. We'll see now this will happen or not. Just I'm going to trigger from the backend first. I'll show you how this will run in the default also. Just trigger from the backend. Why? Because again I have to load some data here. So I'll prepare some data through flat file and we'll load that tomorrow. Already we have the data here, because of that just running the backend. Just I'm going to execute. I executed now. This was done. Executed the data. See here. My data was written here. Okay. So this is when you execute, it will show up you like this. 4 records generated and all will show up you. The same thing in this, just back, execute BS 111 2017-02 and my actual. So if I want to show you as actual, then it will close out. So now you see here 2017-02 CN 49. This is the actual data. The same thing CN, it is my forecast, sorry, this one and this one. 0.5%, that means, okay, so I wanted to increase 5% of forecast value. It is exactly made off of this one. 49 value, 5% means 0.05 I want to increase. Um, okay, the problem is here.
I think even the month increment is also not happened.
Right. So why? Because it is in the code what we have written, these two we have written here. That is the reason when it is forecast value. So I will comment out this one first. Okay. So what will happen, we'll see now. This is I commented out here and validated. And just I'm writing the same forecast value on 2017-02 now. I'll check and will let you know where we made the mistake here on this. Just I'm going to execute. Now, two records are queried out. This is, again, this value is
I think we should multiply with 1.05, 1.5.
1.5 means it
It's
will take 1.5 means uh, the value is 67. Just we need increment of the 0.5%.
then we have to take 1.05.
1.05. Okay, just going to validate, execute. Values here 70.35 and 51.45. We'll check that just. BS 111 and 2017-02. I have value here 49 actual, and this is my value. 49 means where is my, sorry, this is I'm going to this one and segregating out by category and all. Actual value is 67 for AU. The same forecast value of AU is 70.35. It is 5% of 67. 67 into 5%.
Yeah,
Okay.
70.35.
70.5, right. Yeah. This is how, so yeah.
So that
So
means
now,
if the record already exists, then it will calculate only based on that. The remaining amount will get added, right?
yes, the remaining amount will get added.
Okay,
It
because
won't,
when we run for the first time, it has created one record. Then when we are doing it second time, it's just adjusting the amount.
adjusting the amount in BPC. That will happen always, yes.
Okay. It will
It
not
won't
create.
override. It won't
Oh,
override the record. It will adjust the record.
okay.
Even if I'm making this one as 0, 70.35, it will create for you another record that is minus 70.35.
Okay.
By making that 70.35 and minus 70.535, it will make you as 0.
Okay.
So that will happen in the BPC. It won't overwrite.
And it will not create a new record. It will calculate the ones which already there also.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Because the fundamental rule of this cube in BW, there is no override functionality for cube. Always it is additive functionality. When we will go in the BW side, we can see that in the cube. If it is a DSO, DSO means we have two types that. So now I don't go anything here now, but here for now there is no override functionality here for cube. It will add. So this is how we can do this one. This is, I will check the time how can we take here on 2017-03. That I will not see here. I will just tomorrow we can see, and also this code we will optimize. This is a long code, simple code we are writing now. And how do we optimize this tomorrow? We can see this.
Okay. And this code is only for a one record. So can we do it for all the records if they want to? Suppose if all the accounts they want to increase by 5%.
Just comment out this one
Oh, then it
and
will
take
increase
out.
for all. Okay, okay.
This is just take out. It will work for all.
Okay.
For this month, for the actuals, work for all accounts.
Okay.
Validate.
I think and when also additional.
Yeah, sorry, yes. One and when. Validate. So it is validated. Save. It will work for all accounts, whatever actuals you have and whatever the 2017-02 month will validate, work out. But the time thing, just I will check out and will tell you that how it
Okay.
will write this one, the thing. And tomorrow we will optimize this one. This many end events and all we are not taking, we won't take. We will optimize this code. This is a simple code we will write.
Okay.
And ఇది యాక్చువల్గా ఇది అర్థమైంది కదండి అసలు హౌ డు వి రైట్ ది స్క్రిప్ట్ లాజిక్ అండ్ పీపీసీ ఫస్ట్ థింగ్.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can go one by one step, but it is bit complex writing the script logic. We can make easier this one, how do we write and all, by taking this. So in the backend we can validate like this, and if you want to trigger, you can trigger from backend also. This is like this, we can do the script logic. So tomorrow what we will do, we will keep the, already we kept this one in the default logic. We will create a report input form by entering the data, I mean sending the data through input form. How the default logic will work out, that we can see tomorrow. We will optimize this code tomorrow, and also we will load some data through flat file, and we'll see how it will work by default logic.
Okay.
Okay. So then the next class is one by one. So we will see more script logics, currency conversions, business rules. How do we take these business rules? So these are all will come into the consolidation. So those things we will see here, and we'll work out on this.
Okay.
Okay. Fine, Andy. So thanks, Andy. I'll send out this record session today
Yeah.
and
కూడా.
yesterday. Okay.
And బీపీ రికార్డ్స్ కూడా లేవండి, అవి కూడా కొంచెం లోడ్ చేస్తారా?
ప్రీవియస్లీ నేను చేశానండి లాస్ట్ మొన్న.
వర్క్ స్పేస్ ఉన్నాయి, బీపీఎఫ్ రాలేదండి.
రైట్ బీపీఎఫ్ నేను చేస్తాను.
ఓకే
ఓకే అండి.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.